basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Draymond Green. And it's Chamberlain in at center, filling out the middle. And for Cleveland, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Kyrie Irving out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Now here's Butler. Mobley grabs the board.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
Irving against Curry. Here's James. And it's rejected. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Curry. Irving, that's good.
That is Kyrie Irving in a nutshell. You want to give him the mid-range, he'll take it. The consummate three-level scorer.
Outside, Green. Inside, Pajemski. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
At the line for the Warriors, Pajemski shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris, so agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
Now here's Butler. 17 points in his last outing. Crafty move, rebounded by LeBron. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Tries it from 19. The shot misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
To the paint.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. And here comes Cleveland. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in the Bay Area.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Outside Pajemski. With the teardrop and the layup by Butler.
Well, this is a move that Butler has developed to counter defenses that want to play him for the drive.
Irving, the pass to Allen. Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Irving, the pass to James. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
All right, fans, it's
have a break. Here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Stephen Curry is second.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Irving against Curry. And that one's good. Irving's got 6.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Outside, Green. Here's Podziemski. Rebounded by LeBron. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And Irving gets it to go.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Lets it go from 11. Here's Chamberlain. Shot clock at 6. Butler passes to Chamberlain. Shoots over Allen. Chamberlain, no good. The Cavs have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Pass to Mobley. And here's Mitchell. James with the ball. Over Butler. Chamberlain pulls it in.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Mitchell. And he lobs it up top. It's stolen by Curry. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Here's Podziemski. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
I think you can make a strong case that Draymond Green is the best passing 4 in the league. Unreal court vision.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I wanted to know how he planned on tackling the Jimmy Butler problem. He told me I want to make everything as hard for him as possible, anything we can do to bother him and to get him to be even a little less aggressive, trying to put out the fire before it starts. That's the plan. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And there's James from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
And the basket by Curry.
I'll tell you, Steph Curry has worked so hard to develop that ball handling ability, and it shows through on that bucket. What a move from Steph.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title?
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
And Cleveland making a change here. Strus is checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Hield's checked in. It's stolen by Curry. And the Warriors pushing it up now. The shot from the low post is good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Outside Irving. Inside. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Curry. And again, it's Golden State.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Green against James. Outside Irving. Back to James. Over Green. And there's James on the assist by Irving. James has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Just 2 for 8 shooting early on. Maybe that hoop will help build some momentum.
Butler against Strus. Butler, good.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
The Cavs trailing. Outside Mitchell. On the wing, Strus. The three. The Warriors pull it in. Green with the ball. Irving picks him up. And here's Butler outside. Strus grabs the miss. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Curry against James. Outside Strus. 6 to shoot. Back to James. Shoots over Curry. James can't get it to go. The Warriors lead by 6. Outside Heel. Pass to Butler. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Max Strus picks one up.
Well, this to me is the problem with defending Butler. He typically takes it so strong, it's hard not to bite on that pump fake.
Garland's checked in for Mitchell. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in. And Irving has got the ball here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 8-point game. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Chamberlain's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Curry. Here's Chamberlain. Allen defending. Here's Curry. Good. Curry's got 8 points.
They're really working the paint now.
Curry's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And another miss by Cleveland.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. He's got 11.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Now Irving. Give him 8. Left side Garland. Allen outside. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock to stop the drought. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Outside Butler. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Garland, following the score by Golden State. Pass to Irving. Fires the 3, and the Cavaliers, another 3.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Outside Butler. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Spencer. Butler on the wing. High arcing shot, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
Green's checked in for Cleveland. Garland comes in for Kyrie Irving. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Spencer. Now here's Hunter, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Outside Strus. Hunter passes to Garland. Back to Hunter. Garland with a screen on Kuminga. Hunter in the post. He's watched by Kuminga. Hunter, good.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Green against Butler. Can he keep it going? And the shot goes. Butler's got 16 points. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Warriors on top, up by 15. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Gary Payton II, Moses Moody out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. Now here's Moody. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. It's at 15 points. Out to Hield. This one for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Now here's Mitchell, guarded closely. Garland scanning the floor. And he gets that one. Garland's got his first points of the night.
I like the toughness required on that finish by Darius Garland. Boy, oh boy, that was nice. The willingness to mix it up on the interior, so important.
Now here's Hield. Butler, a screen on Garland. From the arc. And Butler the bucket on the assist by Hield. Butler's got 19 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Butler. Outside Payton. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Garland. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Tries a 9-footer. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
You can see the increasing confidence of putting the ball in Darius Garland's hand and letting him play out of pick and roll.
Here's Butler. Right side Payton. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Pass to Garland. Fires for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
But so aggressive at the arc. Darius Garland never shy about letting it fly.
Here's Butler. Butler unfazed.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Now here's Garland. He's got 10. Three-pointer. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Butler against Hunter. And here's Moody, coming off a 12-point game. Here's Butler. Hunter with the rebound. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Hunter, a screen on Hield. Garland, no good.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Now here's Jackson Davis. He's scoreless. Butler on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Mobley, he's checked in for the Cavs. Irving comes in for Strus. Hunter can't get it to go.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Butler right to the heart.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Irving with it. He's got 16. Right side Garland. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Warriors, #1.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
Chamberlain passes to Butler. Now Pajimski, guarded by Garland. Here's Chamberlain. Outside Moody. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting for Golden State. Moses Moody.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Cavaliers. They trail by 16. The 3 is up. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Down low. It's stolen by Hunter. The Cavaliers have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Garland. Back to Hunter. Irving a screen on Butler. Clock is at 3 from behind the arc. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Hunter. Irving's got 19 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Mitchell against Payton. Back to Pajimski. There's a screen. Takes the 3. Here's Chamberlain. And that one is stuffed right through.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command. I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's Chamberlain, covered by Mobley. Pass to Pajimski from outside the arc. He buries it from 3. Pajimski's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Now here's Irving. All sorts of time. And again, it's Cleveland converting. Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity. You know, we call that great recognition of the situation. He knew where the double team on him was coming from. A teammate was open somewhere, and he found him.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Trying to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, blows the alley-oop jam. Cavaliers trail by 17. Irving, the pass to Mitchell. Outside Pajemski, three-pointer. And the Warriors with another three.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The Cavaliers have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Mobley outside. Irving up top, fires it. And another miss by Cleveland. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 17-7 run. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Garland. He's got 13. The three from Mitchell. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the paint. Here's Pajemski, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Cleveland calls timeout. For the Cavaliers, James comes in for Hunter, and it's Strus in for Donovan Mitchell. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry, he's checked in for Payton. Mobley passes to Strus. James against Butler. Now Curry. He's got 11. Pass to Butler. Outside Moody. This one for three. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 5 rebounds in the game. Strus finds Garland. Back to Strus. Just 5 to shoot. Irving for 3. Drills it from deep. Irving's got 26.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
To the inside, and stolen by Mobley. Tipped. Butler with a steal. Now here's Moody. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Butler. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Butler's got 30.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And he's going for the oop here. It's Pajemski on the wing. He's guarded by Irving.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Hits the target from 18 feet. And he's got 28 now.
Very hard to stop Kyrie Irving once he has his rhythm. Now he's relentless, seeking out some buckets.
Butler against James. Counted. Good.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Irving looking around from 15 feet away. The Warriors pull it in. Chamberlain's, and so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Pass to Butler. Outside Moody. Here's Chamberlain. And no good, trying to use the glass. Cleveland has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Oh, got that one up quick. Irving's got 31 points.
This quarter, they're doing some real damage from outside the arc. Trying to stay within striking distance here.
Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting the rock well in the second quarter. 55% from the floor. Outside Strus. Lets a 3 fly. Rebounded by Butler. And for the Warriors, they're shooting about 70% from the floor. Hard to do better than that. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one.
Doing it like only he can. Stephen Curry's accuracy is something to watch.
Irving for 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Warriors. He was dominant this quarter, scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Well, guys, he sure got off to a hot start. Now let's turn our attention to Jimmy Butler and that impressive first half we just witnessed.
You know what you're going to get from Jimmy Butler every time he takes the floor? All-out effort and toughness.
Look, he's doing his thing in the first half. He got his fingerprints all over this one.
That's it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Kyrie Irving out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's James in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Now here's Butler. Pass to Green. Here's Chamberlain. Allen defending. The kick out. Curry puts up a 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here's Irving. Shoots over Curry, and Irving gets it to go. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
And here's Curry for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. James passes to Mobley. Outside Mitchell. Clock at 6. Allen a screen. Mitchell with room to shoot. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Mobley. Irving for 3. Rebounded by Green. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And here's Butler. 32 points in the game for him. The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, that makes them 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's James. Oh, okay then.
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. So it's the Warriors now, after the Cavs picked up a basket a moment ago. Outside Butler. To win the cold spell. And it's Butler with the jam.
This guy has got the whole arsenal as a wing. Jimmy Butler can slash to the hoop. He can make jump shots. So hard to guard.
Now here is James. 6 points for him. Inside. Here's Mobley. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Boy, no question, Evan Mobley is brimming with potential, and you love his attitude, his work ethic. This guy, the sky's the limit.
Now here's Butler. He's got 34. Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got 4 assists in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps.
Here's Mitchell. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago, here's Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Wow, you have to love the decision-making of the big man. Mr. Mobley, what a pass.
Here's Curry. He's got 16. Here's Butler. James with the rebound. James has got his 4th rebound in this one. He takes it in.
Oh, my God. Look out below. That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Down low. Here's Chamberlain. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Chamberlain's got 14 points.
This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
James passes to Irving. Tipped. Green with the ball to the middle. The rebound by Allen.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
James inside. Butler covering. Irving, a screen on Green. Pass to Irving. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Irving's got 38 points. The Warriors lead by 21. Outside Butler. Here's Chamberlain. Green finds Curry. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And Irving gets it to go.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Green. Back to Curry. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Now, here is James. Give him 8.
Yeah, one of the best in the history of the league, just taking advantage of what the defense wants to give him. LeBron, the midi, yes, sir.
Outside Moody. Here's Butler. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. Max Strus picks one up, and this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Line for 1.
The free throw is off from Butler.
Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
And the shot's good by Irving.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
The Warriors lead by 19. Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. And there's the screen to the inside. Here's Chamberlain, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, their size, their strength, and their skilled passing ability. Draymond Green has such a great mix of attribute and skill.
Now here's Irving. 43 points in the game over Curry, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Outside, Green. To the paint. Here's Moody. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 6 assists here tonight.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Now here's Irving. He has 45 points. Left side, Mitchell. Pass to Irving. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Moody. And the layup is good off the glass. Moody's got 7 points in the game.
Well, there's evidence all over the floor of how well Stephen Curry runs this team. He does a good job keeping them at their pace and making all the right decisions.
Strus the pass to Irving. And here's Mitchell. There's a screen. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Mitchell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Now Moody. He's got 7. Fires the 3. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
For 3, James. Chamberlain pulls it in.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob.
Well, everyone knows that Jimmy Butler has a scoring mentality, but there makes the extra pass beautiful.
Pass to Irving. Outside Strus. Off target from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Curry. Over Irving. And again, it's Golden State.
One of the most special players offensively in the history of the game, Stephen Curry, cooking right now.
Green against James. Pass to Irving. To end the run, it's tipped. Inside, here's Chamberlain, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Strus. No points so far. Uses the glass on the layup.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. The 3 ball. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got assist number 8 now on the night. Cleveland has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. James passes to Irving. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Irving's got 16 points here in the second half.
Unbelievable release from Kyrie. Boy, shot ready on the catch.
Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Cavaliers with a rebound. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Irving. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Curry passes to Moody. Green for 3. That shot off the mark. Pass to Irving. That shot off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. We've got Brandon Pajemski. He's out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. Down low. Here's Strus. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Warriors shooting almost 70% from the floor. Sensational. Outside Moody. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Now here's Pajemski. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Oh, there's the alley. Hammers the lob through.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Outside Irving. Mobley on a screen. Another bucket. Wow. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Now here's Pajemski. To the middle. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Garland, no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Moody. Outside Payton to the paint. Here's Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Wade. And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Moody, good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
For Cleveland, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Now here's Irving, tightly guarded. Warriors with the rebound. Left side Payton. Outside Pajemski. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Pass to Chamberlain. Shoots over Mobley. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 6 points in the quarter.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
They set the screen. Now here's Irving. From downtown, hits a three-pointer. Irving's got 56 in the game.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Here's Chamberlain. Goes to the fadeaway.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Back to Garland. From deep. On target from range.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Moody passes to Chamberlain. Inside, here's Podziemski. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Now here's Irving. To the inside. In transition, here they come. Deflects the pass. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Allen, he's checked in for the Cavs. Okoro comes in for Strus. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga, he's checked in for Santos. Now here's Podziemski. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
James is checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Irving. And there's the lob.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
The Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. Pass to Kuminga. The three. Gets the three to fall. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Mitchell. Three-pointer. Chamberlain pulls it in.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
James against Payton. James, right side. And yep, it's good.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. There's a screen. Here's Podziemski. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. James deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
The Warriors shooting the ball 70% in this game. Outside Moody. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Garland finds James. Over Payton. Got a hand on it. And here's Podziemski. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. Over James. Here's Podziemski. No good on the triple.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
James passes to Garland. Here's Allen. Now here is James. He's watched by Kuminga. Back to Allen. They double team Allen. Garland for 3. And Cleveland another 3.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half. 5 overall.
Garland's got all 5 threes to go in. A remarkable start. Outside Kuminga. Here's the pick. Shoots over Mobley. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. Garland, the pass to James. Pass to Mobley. For 3. They get the rebound. And the Warriors with possession here. Outside Kuminga. Doris, with the latest collective bargaining agreement, teams have to be more strategic with their spending.
They do, Brian, and I think this speaks to the league's desire to make sure there's competitiveness across all of the teams in the league. There are now harsh penalties in place for teams that go over the luxury tax. So star players in their 30s or players with injury concerns aren't necessarily guaranteed max contracts in the future. You're going to see a lot more negotiations and smart decision-making.
Now here's Pajemski. Inside, Chamberlain. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Payton against James. James double teamed. The three is up. And there's Mitchell on the assist by James.
From three-point range, Donovan Mitchell attacks with reckless abandon. He'll just keep firing, folks.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Pajemski.
2 minutes.
He's got it. His 9th make out of 15 tries.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now here's Garland. It's tipped. 1:43 left in the game. Pass to Chamberlain. Fades. Outside Payton. 5 to shoot. Over Mitchell. Payton, no good. And James has got the ball here for Cleveland.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, at least they're going to take one game in this season series. It was an uphill climb. And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Now here's Mitchell. Here's Garland. Pass to Allen. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Jared Allen simply getting more and more comfortable. How about the rise and fire in the catch and shoot? Okay.
To the paint. Chamberlain passes to Moody. Pure from three-point range.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
James up top, guarded by Payton. Here's Allen, and it's Allen who slams it home.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.